Welcome to the Vault Excel. Thank you for joining me. This commentary is pertaining to Sean Puffy Combs. His children have decided to speak out again about these allegations against their father, and I'm going to read you the said information. Thank you for joining me. If you'd like to donate to this great network, $Angie 129 Cash App. Thank you so much for your time. Mr. Combs' children spoke out in the wake of their father's arrest and ongoing legal battles. The past month has devastated our family. Many have judged both him and us based on accusations, conspiracy theories, and false narratives that have spiraled into absurdity on social media. They shared in a joint Instagram statement on Tuesday, October 22nd. We stand united, supporting you every step of the way. Wow. The statement concluded, we hold on to the truth knowing it will prevail and nothing will break the strength of our family. We miss you and love you, Dad. Diddy, 54, is the father of 7 children. He shares the eldest son, Justin, 30, with Misa Hilton. Diddy and the late Kim Porter share a son, Christian, 26. And he also adopted Porter's son, Quincy, around 33, during their relationship. They are also the parents of twins, Delilah and Jesse, 17. Porter died at the age of 47 in 2018. Diddy and Sarah Chapman share a daughter, Chance, 18. The disgraced music mogul's youngest child is daughter named Love, 22 months, whom he shares with Dana Tran. Tuesday's Instagram post featured a photo of Diddy's alongside all of his children. The statement was a joint social media post shared via Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, Jesse, and Delilah's profiles. So, he has filed his third appeal for pretrial release earlier this month, which was denied. He has been kept in prison on bail. His trial is set to start on May 5th, 2025. Tuesday's social media post is not the first time the Diddy's kids have released a public statement about their father's legal troubles. Last month, Quincy, Christian, Jesse, and Delilah spoke out in a statement slamming a memoir that was believed to be written by the late Porter. And it just goes on to say, we've seen so many hurtful, false rumors circulating about our parents, Kim Porter and Sean Combs' relationship, as well as about our mom's tragic passing, that we feel the need to speak out. Read the September 24th social media post. Claims that our mom wrote a book are simply untrue. She did not, and anyone claiming to have a manuscript is representing themselves. The book titled Kim's Lost Words, A Journey for Justice from the Other Side, has since been removed from Amazon. Additionally, please understand that any so-called friend speaking on behalf of our mom or her family is not a friend, nor do they have her best interests at heart, the kids' post added. In part, our lives were shattered when we lost our mothers. She was our world, and nothing has been the same since she passed. Usmagazine.com is the source of that information. So they're standing behind their father, okay? What is interesting is the fact that they say the truth will prevail. Well, what is that truth exactly? Because you have too many people now giving the business pertaining to Sean and now other celebrities. We now have an allegation of a female celebrity that was there and watched a 13-year-old girl be raped by Sean and another celebrity. So what are we supposed to believe? It's made up? I'm just saying. It's all fiction. All these different random people prostituting, being drugged, having group sex. It's all made up. And like they said, if you want to get down with group sex, orgies, whatever, that's your choice. Where there's a problem is if you were drugged, okay? If you were drugged, that's a problem. If there's some drugging involved, that's a problem. That's illegal. You can't put drugs in a person's drink. I don't think these kids won't accept the fact that he is a sadist, okay? Excuse me. Trying to straighten up a little bit. They don't want to accept the fact that he's a sadist. They don't want to accept the fact that he likes to drug people. He likes boys. He likes girls. He likes men. He likes women. He's a sadist. He's a rapist. He likes to intimidate people, blackmail people, coerce people. That's your father. I believe a lot of these allegations. And the fact that somebody would let their 13-year-old go to a music ceremony, award ceremony, and you're not with your child, you're not watching your child, you don't know what your child is doing. There's no way I would send my child out to any festivity with grown people. Because at some point, you should know there are going to be grown people in the mix. Okay, it's time for my child to come home. So see, that's why I have a problem with the one story about a girl out of North Carolina. She's now a grown up. What parent would allow their child to fly from North Carolina to New York, and then she traveled from New York, allegedly, over to New Jersey with Sean, and I believe this allegations involving Aaron Hall, for her to be gang raped there. See, this is BS. Let's get down to business pertaining to the female that was 13 years of age. As I said before in my commentary, I won't doubt that he's sexually assaulted his own children, just like we now have claims from R. Kelly's daughter claiming the same thing, that she was sexually assaulted by her father, 8 or 9 years of age. They don't differentiate sadists. They don't look at children and say, well, I'm not going to touch that child. Oh, I'll touch that one, but not that one. No, it don't work like that. They're sick. So if you will rape your niece or nephew, you'll rape your own kid. If you rape the neighbor's child, you'll rape the child that's on your little league team, gymnastics team, you'll do the same to your own. Well, what's the difference? I don't see a difference. And we've learned this about sadists. They don't differentiate. And we also have learned that they can be dual offenders, which means they like boys and girls, men and women. And you saw that with R. Kelly. And now you're seeing the same thing with P. Diddy. It's just disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. I don't think these children understand the gravity of what's going on. And what's going to be really pathetic and sickening is if we find out years later he has touched one of those children or more, because he has boys and girls. He also has one that's near 2 years of age. And it'll be a shame to find out he's molested his own children. I won't doubt that he has, because if you can go out here, like I said, and rape a 13-year-old, a 14-year-old, a 15-year-old, you would surely do it to your own. Your own is easier access. That's something that you're into. Children. He's all over the place. He's another R. Kelly. He's all over the place. His penis don't have no direction. It don't care. Man, woman, child, boy, girl. I don't care. That's what he has put out into the universe. I don't care. I don't care what you are. So what did I tell you what's left? There's nothing left but bestiality and death. Necrophilia. Having sex with a corpse and having sex with an animal. And that's my take on Sean Puffy Combs. That there ain't nothing left for him to do with a human. He's past that rim. Bestiality and death. Let's hear what they have to say about the latest developments pertaining to these allegations. This is bad. Bad business. Please check the polls on my community page. I have a poll up pertaining to devices in schools, electronic devices. A school here in Knox County has decided to bar electronic devices in school while in session. Court TV is the source. Thank you for joining me. I will interject in between as not to deal with the copyrights, because everything's about copyrights now.
Even alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways.
How are you feeling? Anything you want to say?
As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers.
He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent, and we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight anymore.
Sean Diddy Combs back in what's trending in true crime as 7 new lawsuits have been filed against the music mogul. One of them alleges that he drugged and raped a girl who was 13 at the time. That lawsuit alleges that other people were present and did nothing to stop it, that some even participated in the acts. Now, Jane Doe alleges that she was sexually assaulted by Combs, and another male celebrity claims they both raped her back in the year 2000 while a female celebrity was in the room watching along. This happened after the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards. Now, according to
2000 MTV Music Video Awards. So how did they meet her? What did they say to her? Where was she standing? Outside a building? The structure? What? Make it make sense. What did you want with a child? A child is there to celebrate the winnings of a musician as what you're supposed to be doing as an adult. But instead, you're out here preying on children, taking advantage of this situation, a music event, to sexually assault kids. So all I'm going to say is what I've just said. Where was the mother and the father of this child? How was he able to get along with this child? Number one. Where were the parents? Did he know the parents? Was this just some random kid that was able to get tickets to the music awards ceremony? And then what? Parents never came to pick the child up? What? Make it make sense. Set it up. How did he meet him? Meet the child. What did he say to get the child alone? This is bad. Because now you're talking about a formal event to somebody's house. Make it make sense. And now we're talking about another celebrity in on the sexual assault with a female celebrity. What are the races of both male and female? Are they black? Are they white? Are they Hispanic? Is it multi-race people? Who is the male? Who is the female? My mind started doing somersaults. Dear God, hope it ain't nobody that's already dead, if you know who I'm talking about. Now some of you going to be like, damn, Queen, why you think of her? I just did. I'm thinking of anybody and everybody. This is why you don't put people on pedestals, because you don't know people. And saying we're all flawed is really putting it mildly, okay?
Video Music Awards. Now, according to this latest complaint, Combs and his associates would tell victims, quote, "This is what it takes to be famous. What are you willing to do to become a star?" And perform this sexual act or else in exchange for sex. Our question this morning, everybody's talking about, do we think the male and the female celebrity in this suit will be revealed? And my question, why didn't the plaintiff's lawyer just say their names in the suit in the first place? Let's bring in our power panel and talk about it. We've got Beauty and Brains today, Ladies' Day this Tuesday. I want to welcome in former homicide prosecutor and the director of prosecution projects at Florida International University, Melba Pearson. Domestic violence expert, former law enforcement officer, and the host of the Strong Enough podcast, Claudia King. And entertainment commentator, Holland Reed. Great to have you all on the show today. I know you have all got a lot to say, so let's go. Holland Reed, would you start us off? Your thoughts, please.
My thoughts, Julie, are shots have been fired. This was absolutely an intentional use of words, the verbiage of celebrity A and celebrity B, and making it a woman and a man is putting Hollywood and the music industry and all celebrities on notice. I don't know why, of course, they're not revealing these names. There's probably the bigger picture in regards to the lawsuit, and then any criminal activity or criminal whatever they're working out behind closed doors, right? This is your wheelhouse. But as far as the entertainment side of this, I want to know who was standing there watching a 13-year-old incapacitated being raped. What celebrity are we celebrating right now? Was female celebrity or male celebrity that participated in this? This is where the whole the bigger picture comes in, where you didn't do this alone. This took a tribe of people, disgusting people, that allowed this to go on for decades. And that is what I feel like is happening. Those were shots fired. That was a warning shot from this attorney on behalf of this woman who was 13 at the time.
Why are we not hearing the names? Well, they're going to tell you why. Lawsuit country. I want to give you the opportunity to pay up. We pull up an agreement. We all sign the agreement. The victim won't tell your name, and you can shoe fly shoe. You don't pay the designated amount, we'll put your name on blast. And that's what Mr. Bugsby has brought forward pertaining to his 120. That some have already paid victims. So as I said before in my commentary, how many movie stars, musicians, whomever, executives, whomever these people are, bystanders, whomever, how many have already paid victims? Number one, how many victims have been paid? And how many are going to put their ass on blast because they have not responded to the demand letters by Mr. Bugsby, law firm out of Houston? As you hear in this commentary, who stands by to watch children being assaulted? Number one, you can tell a child from an adult. If it was a grown woman, why are you watching? Why are you participating? It's all the same. Child, grown up, rape is rape. I don't care who it is. If it's a man, if it's a woman, it's a boy, it don't matter. Why are you standing there watching? Who are these celebrities that stood in the room, watched, and then the male participated? This is some dirty shit right here. This is absolutely dirty. Who are the celebrities? Are they white? Are they black? Could this be a woman that dated Sean Puffy Combs? Or is it a woman that's affiliated with the other guy who also sexually assaulted the 13-year-old girl? And once again, where were her parents?
This attorney on behalf of this woman who was 13 at the time, and it's only going to go deeper.
Holland, preach. I loved everything you just said. Preach, my friend. You're absolutely right. And how you said intentionality here, right? In this language, celebrity A, celebrity B. Sounds like they may be a couple. Don't know, but they sure worded it in a way that I walked away drawing that inference. Melba Pearson, my friend, you're nodding. Our lawyer on the panel this morning, what were you thinking about how that other lawyer worded that?
So I co-sign everything that Holland said because of the fact that I think there's a parallel criminal investigation going on. Because if you're talking about that assault of a child, statute of limitations are very different when it comes to that, right? So there might be some federal investigation going on with regards to that to see if there's any options. Also trying to figure out if there's other child victims that could be maybe grouped together in one indictment. So that could be percolating there. But I came away with the same impression when I read the pleadings. This is a couple. And this is a woman who stood there and encouraged her partner to assault and defile a child. So the level of depravity here is another level, and like that we just never experienced. And I'm kind of terrified of who that could be, because I'm thinking of a few celebrity couples that are in my playlist and in a lot of our playlists that could fit the bill and that were very close friends with Diddy. So this is the beginning. This, as Cat Williams said at the top of this year, 2024 is going to be the year of truth, and all lies will be revealed. A whole lot of people in Hollywood are not sleeping well tonight.
How many movie stars, musicians, athletes are fearful at this moment because they are worried that their name is going to be mentioned, whether they were a bystander, they were in the house when some of these assaults took place. And for you in the chat, Miss Venomous, male, female, I'm not sure. Newsbreak, you just go on the Newsbreak app, set up your profile, write at least 10 articles, and then go into the settings to put in your bid for monetization. That's how you do that. How many people are on standby wondering if their names are going to be called? Because this has been something that people have been engaging in. Now that we learned all this SHIT with Weinstein, Epstein, R. Kelly, it's been going on. Bill Cosby, it's been going on. Here, take this pill. Here, take this drink. You all right? You'll be cool. You'll be straight. And next thing you know, somebody's waking up, don't remember anything that happened. Feeling weird downtown. Got some problems downtown. Got some problems backside. See where I'm going? That's a terrible way to realize you've been assaulted. It's when you realize something downtown ain't right. And then God forbid you come up short downtown. Now, you're worried about who's going to believe you. See, where I have a problem with this story, I would have believed a 13-year-old. Because first thing I'm going to say is, what the hell are you doing in the company of a 13-year-old any damn way? How's she get in your company? Right. How did she get in your company, sir, ma'am, sir?
Sleeping well tonight. That is for sure.
So right. You're so right, Mel, but he called it. He really
Thank
did.
you.
He called it. Now here we are. Look at this. And I love what you said about how there's probably a criminal investigation going on right now. Perfect thing. I wanted to bring Claudia King in on this morning. Claudia, talk to us here. Your reactions to this, and then also, what do you think may be happening that the greater public may be unaware of in terms of finding out if any other people were involved in any of these horrific things being alleged with Diddy?
Brief intermission. And now we have new allegations from men, 15 complaints against the former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. I've always liked that store. He took that store as a storefront and pushed it up into the clouds and made it into a conglomerate. And now all hell is broke loose because he was doing the same thing, casting couch. Young men are coming in thinking they're trying to model, get into the business, get some promotion, and instead you're sexually assaulting them. And he had a partner. This thing, Abercrombie and Fitch, former CEO. I was going to put in the title. I didn't know if I wanted to run that long on this live. I may come back with content on that subject as well. Thank you for joining me.
These horrific things being alleged with Diddy.
Well, I want to start by agreeing with Melba that I think we all have a few names in mind, and it's horrifying to think
Who are they?
that, anybody would defile a child, but it's even worse to think that a woman would stand by and
Exactly.
watch it. So as far as what could be going on behind the scenes right now are going to be things like speaking to the victim, getting the entire story,
not
getting
really.
the timeline. It was a really long time ago, but we're going to talk to potential outcry witnesses. Is there anybody that this person reported to? They're going to want to talk to them. If the suspects will speak to them, they're going to speak to them. And they could, maybe before the suit came out, they could have gone to them and said, hey, we're looking for witnesses. We heard this terrible thing happen. You might have been there and seen something very important. Now that the suit's come out, that option is kind of gone, and whoever that couple or potential couple is probably going to be very tight-lipped. But they're definitely digging deep, talking to everybody that they can find that could have been there at the time, outcry witnesses, any potential evidence. Cell phones weren't as big back then, but they're going to be looking at every place, every nook and cranny that they can.
Mm-hmm. And I thought we said outcry witnesses for anybody who may be unfamiliar. So someone
Who are these people? Were they together as a couple, or they just in the room participating, watching? So what, we got the female, she just wanted to look. One of the guys said, here, come with me, come with us. We got something going on in the back room. She tagged along. What is the dynamic of the other guy and the female who are also famous? What are their connections to each other and to Sean at that time? Couple or just a hanger on her? Hey, come on back here. We're going to the room. We're going to have a little fun. See, you're a fool to stand there and watch, because what you should be telling yourself, that could have been you there being assaulted by Sean and this guy. They're taking turns going in somebody's private parts, one after the other. You know that's nasty. Because we all live in the real world knowing when body parts touch, you don't know where folks have been. You don't know what they got going on downtown or what the hell's going on. But going right in after somebody that went in another human being's tail and front, come on, mouth and all of that. Hell no. What did I tell you? The judge needs to make him take a HIV/AIDS test day one. They need to do a warrant for Sean Puffy Combs to submit to a HIV/AIDS test and STD tests and have all his medical records seized to see how many trips he's made to the gyno, his doctor, how many people who had sex with him was in his circle of prostitution, trafficking, all had venereal diseases and HIV/AIDS. How much you want to bet you're going to have you at least probably 10? Because you're already at 120 from the lawyer from Houston that he done penetrated, and they were children. 60 men, 60 women. That's not including the 12 that's on the books now with lawsuits. Come on with it. So a total of 120 plus about 12 or more now. That's not including people we don't know he done had sex with. Shut your mouth. Or raped. Seize his medical records. Make him submit to an HIV/AIDS test and watch how more people are going to come out. Oh, yeah, this is just the beginning. Because that's what's next on the list for Sean Puffy Combs. You want to know who's talking about your boo-boo? You want to know who's filing claims against you? I meant to put that in the title. He wants to know who, he wants names. Okay, boo-boo, you're going to get them names. And the next thing you're going to get is somebody going to come forward saying you gave them something. And then whoever fucked them, they going to come crawling and crying too, saying, oh, well, I've been sleeping with him, sleeping with her. That's where I got that from. Exactly.
And as we said, outcry witnesses, for anybody who may be unfamiliar, so someone who a victim goes to immediately and might share their experience, or even someone, if they don't share, might have just observed them looking upset. Here, Claudia, as you're talking, I'm so glad you mentioned that. I keep thinking of this. This was a child at the time, 13. Now she's 37. This child's father picked her up. She said once she was able to go through that party, I mean, it ran out of the room, naked, essentially, got dressed outside, out of the building, and then called her dad to pick her up. You made me think, Claudia,
What building? So what building was she sexually assaulted in? Help me understand. She called her dad. Hey, come pick me up. Did she tell her father? Did the father file a complaint with the police department, sheriff's department about his child? Number one. Where did this take place? You got to ask yourself where this took place, how she got there. Because I am not about to sit there and believe they were in some award ceremony building and they were raping her. This is crazy.
There may be so many people that have so much information that's being gathered right now. We haven't even scratched that surface. So let's dig into something here that this is disturbing, but this very well may be this woman's reality. This woman who was 13 who claims this happened. We've extracted portions of the complaint. It says that Combs aggressively approached her with a crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her and said, "You are ready to party." The lawsuit says that he then threw her toward that male celebrity who's unidentified, called Celebrity A, who's alleged to have taken off her clothing. The plaintiff was then held down by that celebrity, whoever it is, Celebrity A, who allegedly vaginally raped her while Combs and that female celebrity watched. Then the suit says that after that unidentified male was finished, Combs then vaginally raped that 13-year-old as well, while Celebrity A, the man, and Celebrity B, the woman, watched. Lawsuit says Combs attempted to force the plaintiff to perform oral sex on him after that, but she resisted by hitting him in the neck, and it stopped. And after that was when, as I noted, she proceeded to leave. And she noted that she became woozy after taking a drink. That she was given a drink in this party by someone, and then it may have been what.
Well, was she drugged? She's claiming she was woozy. You still got to ask yourself, how did she get home? Like they said, we weren't in the era of phones. 2000. Everybody didn't have a cell phone back in 2000. Cricket was popular back then, 99, 2000. But I'm not about to sit here and think she had a cell phone. So how was she able to call her father to come pick her up? See? The gaps. Make it make sense. How was she able to call for the cavalry to come get her? This is bad.
And that it may have been what caused her to lose her wits and feel the way she felt. She went to a bedroom to lie down because of the dizziness. So that was how she made it to a bedroom in the first place, according to the suit. There's so much here. What shocks you the most? What shocks you the most about all of this?
All of it.
Back to that power panel and ask them that
All
question.
of it.
Hollins, back to you. What shocks you the most about what's alleged here?
That has helped them.
And why wouldn't her dad take her, file a report? Don't know. Maybe she never told him. Maybe she never told anybody.
You know, I can't hide my emotions over my face, Julie. It's so disturbing on so many levels. I just want to say this. I've been to these after parties for the VMAs. There are a plethora of the most highest powered celebrities, athletes, politicians, actors, producers. I cannot imagine being a 13-year-old girl standing in a room saying no to any of these people, whether it was my aspiration to be in entertainment or just being so enamored by the entertainment industry. But to stand in a room with three powerful celebrities. They said celebrity A. They didn't say no name A. They didn't say witness A. They said celebrity A and B. And Puffy as a 13-year-old girl and literally being raped. I cannot fathom looking up at my television 20 years later and seeing those celebrities be mothers and fathers and influential in all these businesses and thriving while I had this experience.
Very true. Who are these celebrities? As you see with Sean Puffy Combs, he's wealthy, he's well off, he's made numerous children with different women. One's dead. He's not with any of the baby's mothers. Put that on Piper. Not married to any of them. Put that on Piper. Drug user, alcoholic. He likes men, he likes women, he likes boys, he likes girls. Did I clear that up for you? Now, fathom it. Let's pick up with the other ones. They probably got children, businesses, entrepreneurs. And as they've said in this commentary, everybody's putting them on pedestals and, oh, look what he's doing. Look what she's doing. Because what have I told you? You don't know people. We're not talking about your average thief, liar, somebody cheating on their wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, somebody lied on their taxes. We're talking about messing with children. We're talking about drugging people. We're talking about rape. You're in a whole different league of your own besides murder. You on your own plateau when it comes to sadism. Because there's no reason for nobody to take the cookie. Okay? There's no reason for you to go out here and take the cookie. They don't want to have sex? Back off. They don't want to give you oral sex? Back off. They don't want anal sex? Back off. They don't want to touch your private parts? Back off. It shows that you are sick, that you would even take it. And using a drug is just as wrong as if you just went up to them and jumped them and took it. You're still filth. And now we're talking about children who are looking up to you and liking your music, your talent, and somehow they get along with you, and this is what you do, solicit them and say, well, if you want to get famous, if you want to make something out of yourself, if you want to jump on this gravy train, you got to do a little something to get a little something. But all in all, you ain't about to give them nothing but probably a damn disease. That's about it. And shame them by drugging them and raping them. That's what they're getting in return. And as she said here, walking around looking at you shining bright like a diamond while they're holding on to that dirty secret of being drugged and sexually assaulted and then passed along. How worse is that? You drug me, rape me, and then you let somebody else come in the room and gang me too? But see, a person that does this type of shit, they're showing you what they think of themselves. Oh, I really hate me. Oh, I really hate me. That I'm going to take the cookie, take the penis, drug you, gas you up, make you think you're getting ready to get somewhere famous, and I'm getting ready to take you to your lowest point. And I won't doubt that many of these women and men, they have probably had horrible relationships with everybody. How could you not? There's no way you could have any self-worth after being drugged and sexually assaulted. I don't give a damn if you're a child, if you're a grown-up. Because somebody stole something from you that they didn't have no business taking. This is yours. All of this belongs to you. And it's valuable. And we do make mistakes by giving it up to thieves, lowlifes, bums, willingly. Willingly. But it is not the same for somebody to drug you and then take it. And then tape it. Left that out. Tape it and pass it along. Probably put it on sites, sell it. And what's going to be baffling if we find out you taped her? Because we already know that somebody has a tape. And where are those tapes? Footage. How many people have access to them? Miss Kidd representing a female client who we later find out had a copy, which I find very baffling. How can you be a victim, but you have a copy of a victim in a sex tape with Sean? That don't even sound right. What's that old saying? Beware of the messenger. Indeed. Because you don't look too good to me, Miss Lady, that you claim that Sean raped you, but you got a tape of him and somebody else. How the hell did you get the tape? See, Queen is woke. I stay woke. Trust no one.
These businesses and thriving while I have this experience. That is the most disturbing part of all this. I'm so sorry. You know, I'm passionate about this.
No, don't be sorry. Keep going, my friend. I am here for everything you're saying. We all are. We all are, Holland. Yes.
It's just unfathomable. And I was at these parties as a grown woman, intimidated. I stood next to Leonardo DiCaprio and couldn't speak in the bathroom line at a after party for the VMAs. So I know what that feeling is like. So to be 13 and have all your facilities, your bodily functions removed, your control, whatever you want to call it, my words are not coming into me. I cannot imagine. And then having to call your father and running out naked. So that means other people saw this. All these celebrities, we know that he was the creme de la creme during this time. And all of those people witnessed it. That is the most disturbing part. So whoever celebrity A and celebrity B is, let's go, man. Let's go. I need names. I need names.
Yes, you are so right, Holland. Yes, we all, right? You know, and I can't get past why. The only thing I can think of is why that plaintiff's lawyer didn't name them is if he's trying to go to them and strike up some kind of a settlement or something privately. That's the only thing I can think of. It's frustrating to me. You know, you're going to make these allegations, make them in whole. Make them. If it happened, then say it. Say the truth. Claudia King, tell me, when we think about what this child went through, allegedly, it was noted in the suit that this has affected her for the rest of her life. You know, this was a horrific night, but it follows her. Would you please speak to this as someone, you know, you've devoted so much of your life to being an advocate for sex assault victims. You are a survivor of sex assault, and thank goodness you talk about it. You help other people understand how horrific it can be, but that you can come back from this. What is it like when an experience like this happens, and then you have to carry on with everything normal in your life?
Well, she went for so many years probably feeling like nobody would believe her. And that's the worst part of it. She feels probably dejected, low self-esteem, low confidence. So it's great that she's finding her voice now. And I hope that this will help her heal.
Yeah, most definitely. Our hearts go out to everyone who has been victimized, if they have, we have a lot of suits outstanding, hanging in the balance. The only one we know definitively, was the Cassie suit. That one was settled. We saw the video, and we're going to have to leave this here for now. But a great discussion with you all. Thank you, Holland Reed, Claudia King, and Melba Pearson, for all of your insight.
Court TV is the source. So we have Sean Puffy Combs wanting the names released of every accuser, bringing forward a lawsuit against him. We have 7 new accusers, minors. They were minors at the time. And as you hear in this commentary, one of those women, who is now 37 years of age, don't know her race, she was 13 years of age at the time, attended a music party, or ceremony rather, video awards ceremony. Somehow I got tangled up with these people because I don't have all the details. I see what you all are saying in the chat, but I don't have all the details because they didn't mention all that here in this commentary. But the point is, this is just absolutely ridiculous. However, he got a hold of her, because I'm sure a lot of these people have met at these functions. But where I have the problem is just like the case in North Carolina. What are these young 16-year-olds doing at a studio or some type of, music label function? I didn't know children were allowed to attend. So this is why I'm confused. How they're taking up with children at these functions. Why would a child be at a music studio function, a party? That makes no sense to me. In North Carolina, that makes no sense. For her to fly from North Carolina with a male who's also named in the suit, and he flies with Puff Diddy over to New York, and then she also had another female friend with her. So we got 4 people flying. Then they hook up with Aaron Hall and cross over to New Jersey and go to his house, and the funky shit goes down there. See, none of this make no damn sense. And where are her parents? Where are their parents? You got 2 girls flying with grown men. Oh, Devontae, he was mentioned in that suit, I believe, from Jodeci. His name has been mentioned. See, all this is bad. Devontae, he hasn't spoken out that I know of. So, sir, did you rape a young lady? Did you deliberately take these girls with Sean Puffy Combs to be sexually assaulted across state lines? Did you also watch, participate, rape any of the females? Did you film past tapes along as well, sir? And what pisses me off is I love Jodeci. I love their music. But it's just like what this lady is saying. You're putting these people on pedestals. You're idolizing them while they're walking around flogging and living high off the hog while you're barely fucking living. And they're sitting up here doing this in their spare damn time. Stay woke. This is what they're doing in their spare time. Besides making music and running on the football field and basketball court, this is what they're doing behind closed doors. Raping and assaulting people, beating up people, blackmailing people, coercion, using other people to intimidate people. These are all allegations against Sean. He's been very busy. Some same R. Kelly shit, okay? It's just a replay. What is this? A double disc. Yeah, I was listening to R. Kelly the other day. So I'm going to go back in time and pretend like R. Kelly never did none of these atrocious things. And I'm going to listen to that double disc. And I listened to it. And it hurt me to even listen to the music, because it was like, how did we go from 99 to this BS here? He's now incarcerated. Down low brother. Now we also hear the same about Sean. He's a down low brother. So now we got to sit here and wonder, as this lady is saying, how many more have been engaging in this type of behavior? How many more black men, white men are on the down low, liking men, boys? And now we got this Abercrombie and Fitch bullshit. And he had a partner. He came ready. That white man. He came with a partner. And then another one, another friend, who's also been arrested as well. Let me tell you something. New York ain't playing with you. So if you're famous and you got that money in that paper, you better pray like God. Don't nobody else jump out a fucking hat saying you touched them inappropriately, you raped them, you drugged them. Your ass is grass. as it should be. Because there's not going to be no more of that you get to sit up on the throne and think you get to stay up there without any repercussions. Oh, hell no. See, God got the last say. And that's what people need to understand. And I'm learning that more and more, that it ain't got to be when you think it should be. Everything's on a plan. It's on God's plan. I'll handle it when it's my time. When I'm ready for the truth to be revealed about these heathens, I'm going to let it out. But only on my terms, my time. That's what you're seeing now. It's time for the truth to be revealed about all these dirty heathens. All those who watched, participated, watched the tapes. You better pray like God your name don't come up. Because there's still no guarantee your name won't come out even if you sign an NDA that you participated, you sexually assaulted any of these victims. They still can get your name out there just so they can shame you, as they should. As they should. Who's the famous person in the sex tape? Because I'm sure that person is scared to death that their name's going to be released to the public. And as I said to you before in my commentary about Sean Puffy Combs, the woman who has the tape, she's also an alleged victim who's been sexually assaulted by Sean. And I believe somebody else. And I don't trust her. Because what I'm telling myself, if you were sexually assaulted, why would you want to hold on to a tape of another victim? Wouldn't the right thing be to hand the tape to the person? Hey, I have this tape. I want you to have it. Why are you trying to get money for it? How would you feel if there's a tape out there floating with your ass? And somebody came to you and said, hey, I got a tape of you and Sean and this one and this one. I need a little money for it. But you ain't got no money. How would you feel, Miss Lady? That's why I said I don't trust her and I don't trust Miss Kid. Well, Venom, that's what's been said by Mr. Busby, that the names won't be released if they sign whatever. It has to be a legal agreement because you can't go off on somebody's word and you're giving them millions of dollars. So if you have any problem with that information, you need to check with Mr. Busby out of Houston because that's what he said in his press release. See, this idolizing people is dangerous. Idolizing people is dangerous because in the end, you don't know them. And I remember something a black athlete once said. He was a black guy, played football. I think he played football. He said, I don't want you idolizing me. This is what he saying to the children. Or he said in a news interview. He said, I don't want you idolizing me. I don't want you putting me on no pedestal. He said, because I know I'm going to F up. I know I'm going to make mistakes. And I don't want you come talking crazy and complaining about what I did and didn't do. And he made a valid point. Don't put me on no pedestal. Because you don't know me. You don't know me. And I'm going to fall and I'm going to make mistakes. And you know what? That's what everybody should say. Period. Whether you're famous or not. I'm going to do and say some things that probably are not in your spectrum. You don't agree with. I'm going to believe in things you ain't going to believe. Whether it's politics, religion, how to school, children, all of that. But hopefully we can still remain friends. You understand? And we have known to be judgmental. We are all judgmental to some degree. And we have stopped liking people, whether it was up here on YouTube or the person across the street or somebody at church or a family member, because they did something. They said something. They rallied behind a famous person. They rallied behind a politician. Well, you a Trump fan, you a Kamala fan. Well, I don't want to fuck with you. Own it. We all done it. I don't want to fuck with you. But I tell you, who you rock with tells a lot about who you are too. And that's something a lot of people don't understand about politics. It's the same. Who you rock with, who you support, also shows your character. You may not believe it. This is why you don't put your faith in man. You don't put people on pedestals because they will disappoint you. That's something I've told people about politics. Why are you getting all upset about somebody you voted for didn't do what you want them to do? They can't do everything you want them to do. Millions of people that live in America. You got to be kidding. So famous people, it's the same game. Don't get mad because they switched the team. Don't get mad because they didn't take a role in a movie. Don't get mad because they decided to leave the TV show. They wanted more money. That's their choice. That's their journey. Because all that shit's fictional, is it not? Singing a song, that don't mean they really feel like that. It's just a song. They're an actor. They're acting. When they get off that stage, yeah, they're getting high, they're drinking, they're snorting cocaine, they're abusing people, lying, cheating, stealing. So don't put your faith in them. But what's baffling are these allegations here. 13-year-old girl being passed around like a slab of meat, like she's nobody. And I won't doubt she was filmed because Sean likes to film his victims. He's nasty. He's like a serial killer rapist. He is a rapist. He got to have a memento. Oh, I'll film it. And I won't doubt there are probably thousands of audio that was seized from his two homes in LA and Miami. Who's going to be the first to fold? Who's going to be the first to rat his ass out? Who's going to tell all the dirty business, from the drugs to the human trafficking, prostitution, all of it, the rapes, the tapes, everything? And will somebody be bold enough to come forward and say, yes, I too raped victims alongside Sean Puffy Combs, whether it be a male or a female? This train is on fire. It is running into the abyss at a high speed. And there are going to be many people that are going to go down with Sean. And whether they ever give a payout, the name will be ruined. The brand will be ruined. Will he have to pay out all these victims? How are they going to divvy that up legally? Civilly, criminally. Because you can be worth so much money, 1 billion, 2 billion. But it's what you actually have, cash, seized by the government to say, we got to seize everything he owns because we're going to pay these people that we have proof that he is sexually assaulted, filmed, and they are owed. Because in the end, Sean, just like any famous person, you made your money from the public. So if you assaulted the public, you owe them that same money. Sean wants all names released of every accuser. His children have spoken out. They're supporting him. They're backing him. They believe the truth will prevail. These children are diluted mentally. They are not living in the real world. And as I said before, I won't doubt that he's also sexually assaulted his own children, probably other family members. His mother is old. He better pray he's got all his ducks in a row legally with his estate, because it's about to get flatlined, as it should be. God don't like ugly. And his number is up. And anybody that rode that gravy train ride with him, donkey ride into the abyss, your ass deserve to go down with him. And that's for Mr. Ray J. Let me say something to your black ass. You need to quit talking to News Nation because you don't have anything of relevance or substance to keep talking to that damn news program. You've been talking in circles for 2 interviews. Now I believe you've done a 3rd one. I refuse to watch it because you ain't talking about a damn thing. You are going around and around about nothing. Nobody has come out to speak on behalf of Sean Puffy Combs. So why the fuck do you want to talk about him? You talking about kumbaya and hold hands and singing what we need to do to make it better? It ain't nothing we can do to make it better because we can't control the human mind. Just like when you made a nasty tape with Kim Kardashian, you the last motherfucker that should be giving advice on what we need to do about Sean Puffy Combs. You ain't no different. Just like his black ass. So for you to sit up here on these news programs wanting to talk in circles, you have yet to address your friend, your buddy, as a sadist. I can't believe people do that. This is wrong. This is disturbing. Why do you need to keep talking to the fucking news? Cuomo, Banfield, quit talking to him. He ain't talking about nothing. He is not giving you a sound interview because he's just like Sean. Why don't we ask him about that? How about that? She don't want to talk about that. That's old news. Is it? Is it old? So now we got Garth Brooks on the chopping block, Sean Puffy Combs, this Abercrombie & Fitch ex-CEO. They said he stepped down in, I think, 2014. I'm wondering why. Now Abercrombie, they're getting ready to do their own probe into the allegations against their ex-CEO. When they say the block is hot, oh, they meant that. It's hot. And all I can say, if you're a party to this type of buffoonery and fuckery and atrociousness, you deserve everything that's coming your way. Everything. So everybody needs to now stop saying, that's my friend, that's my brother. Oh, that's my sister. She would never, he would never. Yes, he would. When the lights are off, yes, he would. The lights are down, yes, he would. The door is closed, yes, he would. And now that we know there's some she's in there, yes, she would. If you'd like to donate to this great network, $Big Angie, 129 Cash App. Follow the Queen on the Newsbreak app where I bring the same type of commentary. You will get a notification when I comment on others' videos and my own. Thank you for the love and the support recently. God is good. Queen is feeling better, and I'm highly favored. Amen. I will be back with more stimulating content. My next information will be pertaining to the Menendez brothers. There's a lot of talk about them. Will they get another chance at freedom? Family members have spoken out that allegedly they knew, heard, whatever. Still a lot of mumbo jumbo pertaining to them, because what I'm hearing is you don't really know, but you heard. It's not good enough. You need facts. Did you know that the boys were molested by the father? Did you know that the mother aided in any way? That's what needs to be told. The only way these boys are going to get freedom, men now, somebody tells the truth. Did the father sexually assault his boy children? Should these men be freed? That's my next commentary. I still owe you commentary pertaining to Leilani Simon and Sarah Boone. Trials still on for both cases. And I'll bring you an update at the end of the day or probably in the wee hours. Thank you so much. Halloween 2018 is my movie of the week. My TV series for the week is Under the Bridge, now playing free on the Hulu app. Talk to you guys later. You all have a wonderful week. And thank you for the kind words and sentiments. God is good, and I'm feeling a little bit better. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you all later. You have been listening to The Vault. Excel. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you.